the score in this game seems really good too.
Just the music is great. The music in this is fantastic. Alright. There we go. And just post that we are streaming.
But a second ago, I was going to ask the question. So does this game have, does Elden Ring have any actual, dialogue?
Yes, there are NPCs you come across. There's an opening kind of intro cutscene at the beginning that gives you, lore about the world. And it is like most Souls games where you do have to kind of, if you really want to know the narrative, you kind of have to piece it together by really looking for it.
Sure.
So
but
every
Tim
has
knows everything.
Yeah, I do have most of the lore down pretty good.
So I don't have to do any work. He just kind of tells me what's going on.
It's given in 3 key ways. The first one is dialogue, which there's about 16 or 20 different smaller quest chains that are kind of they take you all over the variety of different zones. You run into one guy in the first area, and if he lives and you do the right stuff, then you'll run into him again later on, and he'll have more dialogue. The second is item descriptions. That's where quite a bit of lore is given, which means it's there if you want it. If you don't really care about the lore and you just care more about the game, it lets you focus on that. It doesn't try to shove it down your throat. The third way is environmental juxtaposition. So that's more all right, we're in this castle and we found this pit of bodies with a spider that's full of grafted arms and legs. And you ran into an NPC earlier that was telling about how her whole team got captured. The inference there is that they were all turned into that spider. Right. That kind of inference.
Oh, sure.
Now you want attention, Kat? Are you serious right now? You had all day and you didn't come see me at all, and now you're like, oh, please pay attention to me.
And so what is sort of the George R.R. Martin backbone, mythological backbone of the game?
He was, Hidetaka Miyazaki came up with a lot of the more finite lore, but he created the backstory of the world. What happened is, I believe it was 1,000 years prior, or 100 years prior, the Elden Ring is shattered, and they don't really go into a whole lot of what that is, but essentially it is a series of runes that formed a ring that kind of dictated the laws of reality of this area. Part of the rune of death was stolen, so now nothing
can die.
Death is kind of muddled. It's not absolute. Things can be brought back quite easily. There's even a faction of things that are called those who live in death.
And that's a common element in all of the Souls games, is that there's some event it's happened in almost every one of the worlds that each game takes place in that has made death kind of irrelevant or at least opaque. Yeah.
And it is kind of told fairly early on that the god of these lands is the one responsible for shattering the Elden Ring, and she was imprisoned as a result of it. But before she shattered the Elden Ring, she set into motion several series of events, one of which is she cast out the best warriors and the first Elden Lord kind of to the lands beyond, took their grace away and sent them beyond the lands that we explore in the game. And you, as a Tarnished, are one of those warriors who was given their grace back after you had died, which brings you back to life over and over and over again. You're not allowed to die, essentially.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay, so she's a benevolent god.
She is benevolent, she used to personally hand out boons and blessings and stuff, but, as she kind of got older, she realized that the Golden Order and the Greater Will are not what they seemed, and she wanted to break the yoke of their oppression.
Oh, sure. Oh, interesting.
So this is, a lot of this game is about free will, and kind of breaking out from the yoke of gods that would play with the lives of mortal for their own ends.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, for years I've heard of, the fact that George R.R. Martin came up with some of this stuff, so yeah, it was just
they announced the game with George R.R. Martin involved in a brief teaser
Oh, sure.
3-4 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
And then they really didn't show much of it until like a year before it was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the nice things is that they give you a shit ton of weapons. You can customize the abilities of the weapons. You can choose
like we're doing a Castlevania build.
Magic. Yeah, we're doing a Castlevania build. So I'm doing.
That's cool.
Like it's like I'm gonna have everything on that I had on last time because the character looks just so goddamn ridiculous like this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tim's also got it ridiculous because I'm Cletus Belmont.
That's right.
But Tim's also got a great, ridiculous, ugly character too. Which we exclusively do like as ugly as possible. Yeah. Anytime there's a custom character creator.
But for whatever reason, in the face and the hair, Cletus kind of looks like Ganon.
I totally see that. Yeah,
the orange 100%. Hair of Ganondorf and shit.
Okay, so wow, that's like way over there. Huh. Okay, so we're going to this the well depths, right?
The
well depths.
The Shefra well depths.
Like those are cool looking creatures. Haven't even come across those yet.
It's got like spikes for hands and shit.
Yeah. And then this is like an underground thing, like super far underground. Look how like just pretty this sky is.
It is, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is the ruins of Nokron, the Eternal City, and they had a whole civilization, and it was built underground. They had their own stars, their own night sky, because they didn't have they had to create a night sky, and they wanted to create a civilization outside of the control of the Greater Will. And they created a weapon that was capable of killing the vassals of the Greater Will, which were previously immortal. And for that sin, they had their entire civilization decimated by a series of meteors, as well as like just having their entire civilization tombed beneath the ground, except for these elevators. And even in the game, these elevators are going ridiculous speeds, and it's still like half a minute before you reach the bottom.
Tim looks like a frost giant dark elf.
If he doesn't have a mask on, he's got like the same orange colored hair too that I do, which was not planned. That was like a total coincidence.
There we go.
And what was it? The graphical style of the game surprises me. It's like not totally what I expected it to look like. I guess like maybe more like
the scenery has such a varied aspect to it.
Really?
There's a lot of different environments. I mean, this game is really big.
Look at these tablets and tell me what kind of imagery they evoke.
Sorry, I'm collecting plants. All right, what do we got?
Fucking hieroglyphics.
Yeah, yeah, those are straight up like hieroglyphs.
This underground civilization has tons. They had their own language. They had their own culture. Everything was just so starkly different because they had different gods they worshipped. They had, basically everything was different.
That reminds me of an idea I had for like a new sort of Superman storyline in, Fiber Rope, Superman comics or whatever.
I mean, here's hoping.
On the drive up here, but
Tim's got that fire whip. I don't have that yet.
And Tim has those. Those are antlers, kind of, that Tim has.
Yeah, like almost like spirit antlers.
Yeah, that boosts the damage of the baby skull attack.
It reminds me of when Conan O'Brien played God of War 4, and Bill Hader was like, let's hunt the Tron elk, or whatever.
The Tron elk, that's funny.
We will hang its head in a nightclub, or whatever.
And then, what the hell are these things? Are these people that used to live down here?
Are they corpsey, or...?
They look kind of... Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Alright. Well, they got me.
But yeah, it's more adventure game, kind of like all these grassy ruins. It's like, kind of makes me think of Zelda a bit more, in a way, than maybe some of the other Souls games, I don't know.
What I would say is that this one... is it's taking Dark Souls and just adding like a pinch more of the like Lord of the Rings high fantasy to it. It's
right.
like it's moved just in like a shade more to high fantasy than dark fantasy. It is still dark fantasy,
right, right.
like overall, but it does have just that little tinge of it that.
Because all these other games, I'm more used to the gothic architecture.
Yeah, especially Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And then, so there's this item here, the furl calling finger remedy. You have to...
Phil Collins, what?
You like,
the Phil
like
Collins finger remedy.
Fingers, and then you snap them, and it allows you to see phantoms from other worlds.
And you hear, like, in the air tonight.
Yeah, you gain the ability to feel it coming in the air tonight.
Whoa.
Oh, Lord.
That's pretty sick.
And, you know, I guess it could be said that I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
Alright. I'll be a little more careful this time.
Oh, no, we're changing tactics. Alright, we're gonna do...
Okay. You're gonna just steamroll them for me?
Blood on them.
Alright.
I will
Tim's
stop
beaten this
using
game
the silly
3 times
template.
already.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, only twice. I'm on New Game Plus.
Oh, right. This is technically your third playthrough right now.
Well, good on you, Tim.
So, yeah, that's Tim knows everything already.
Just about the entire game, because he was he was stranded on like how to access a few of the hidden zones, and hidden zones in this game are fucking massive. One of the hidden zones has like 6 boss. He's 14. 15.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I guess he's 16 now. He's 17. Holy shit!
Wow, you jumped up in years real fast.
It's like 30 years old.
Kids.
Oh, sure.
So it's hard to keep track of them.
Yeah, it's just funny because all my nephews are like really little, so
they're all kind of close in age too, right? They're all pretty close.
Yeah, so when you said nephew, I pictured like an 8-year-old trying to beat all the Elden Ring or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think that would go well at all. They're like this game has like cause that's the one of the great things about From Software as a company is they really do take everything they learn from every game they do. So like this game has some more like you can jump in the other games, but it's you have to like hold down the sprint button and then tap it while you're running. So it's this more complicated thing. This game just has a jump button, like Sekiro did.
Right.
So like they're slowly like they just keep refining their gameplay formula over all of their games, and they all inform each other and add and it's just a really, really smart game design.
Yeah. Yeah, this Christmas I was looking up, games I kind of wanted for the PS5 now, and like I saw Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. And then I totally forgot I'd watched you guys play few streams of it.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly is, we'll see how I feel after we finish Elden Ring, which will be a while. But as of right now, Sekiro is, I think, my favorite out of all the FromSoft games overall.
But that's the one where you guys were like stuck on like the 3rd boss or something.
That was actually the hardest one in the whole game for me personally. And after that, like there were still hard bosses, but I never got stuck as long as I did on that one.
Yeah. So
that is a difficult game.
I was gonna say, I remembered that you guys had played it, and then I remembered how hard that one fucking boss was. Yeah. And I was like, oh man, maybe I don't want to.
Yeah, it requires a lot of patience to like really learn all the timing and kind of.
And honestly, the older I get, the more I run out of patience. in some capacities.
I mean, it's it's that thing where it's once you do it, it's so satisfying. But I would never recommend someone start like playing Souls games with that one. I would say that you should at least have beaten one other one first, because it also like the mechanics, the way that the games move, and the way the characters kind of feel to control. A lot of that is shared between all of the games.
Yeah.
So if you can beat one, then you will have at least a decent kind of built-in understanding of at least some of the mechanics going into any of the other ones.
Yeah.
Like I think Bloodborne is also like maybe my second favorite because of how just cool all the aesthetic of it is. That's the really gothic one. But like it does the least like explaining and tutorializing out of all of the Souls games. It you're kind of just in the world, and it doesn't really explain a lot to you.
Oh, okay.
So like Bloodborne is, I would not recommend starting with Bloodborne, like for sure, because it doesn't teach you as much.
Well, seeing it now, I'd probably get Elden Ring.
Yeah, I'd say the two best starting points, it's either Elden Ring or the Demon Souls remake, just because that was the actual first one.
Right.
And it's like ground up remade for the PS5, and it looks, graphically it's more impressive than this.
Oh, sure.
Because this is cross-gen still, so this is on the PS4, sure. Whereas the Demon Souls remake, that was like only for the next-gen systems. Not that this looks bad, because it doesn't. This looks gorgeous too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like, and it also, it's a shorter game, it's a smaller game, so they're able to make the less that's there look better too.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I think there's a second elevator there that's tricking me, but I can't tell if it's the same elevator that goes down to the same area.
Fucking dragonflies.
Okay, I think it goes down to the same place. All right, there's two elevators.
Should we? Is it worth activating it, or is it just like? Does it not even matter?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
The reason I keep stopping is because I'm pulling up like it's been a while. Oh, crab, man.
Oh,
crab man.
Oh, crab.
Oh, crab man.
Crab man.
Ooh, crab man. Oh, that makes me think of My Name is Earl.
What's up, crab man?
Yeah. Well, that crab kind of went down like a bitch.
I mean, you see Tim's health.
You saw how it was whacking. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you might think things go down like a bitch, but the weakest enemy in the game will kill you quickly if you are not careful. Even when you are a higher level.
Yeah.
Even the weakest enemies can take you out if you're not like. Yeah, that's the thing. The Souls games, that's what they really punish. Is just not being careful. Like if you feel like you're doing well and you get confident and you're like, I can handle this. That's always when you die. The thing, though, about say Elden Ring and then or Demons or any of them really, is that because you'd be playing them on the same system as me, or as me and Tim, that we could do multiplayer. Yeah, like goddamn, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
Cool. But like we could do multiplayer too with you.
What,
and yeah, you can do like 3 is like the maximum.
Oh, okay.
So you can summon 2 other players into your game.
Oh.
That is still the same in this one, right, Tim? It's still 3 maximum. Okay.
It's like a cool little black hole vortex. Right?
It basically eats. So yeah, you throw one of those in the air. It eats
spells.
Yeah, so any magic attacks to someone else. They're fair enough. Projectile spells.
What's going on here? Runes then that was part of the Elden Ring? Or?
When you light that one,
this is
look at the staircase over there. Lit one of them. There's 8 pillars that we have to find around here.
Oh,
interesting. Okay. This was, I believe, this had to do with that civilization that used to exist down here, which isn't necessarily related to the Elden Ring itself.
Yeah, they so the whole thing with the Greater Will is all of the gods of these worlds are technically outer gods. They
damn, this is
essentially
fucking
use
underground.
the lands between to kind of like souls. They're ultimately after your soul, right? Because like the afterlife that you go into directly powers like them.
That's some like ghost minotaur guy.
Yeah, these are the original inhabitants of the city of Nokron.
Oh, I see. Oh, they were bull people?
I think they just, or are they, do they have a bull face? I think they just have horns.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But so my two like kind of Superman concepts I was thinking of on the way up here.
God damn it!
Or maybe I should wait until you guys are not in battle to.
There we go. Whew. That motherfucker almost got me.
But
almost, but not quite.
I was kind of thinking of that storyline I was telling you about where Superman flies back in time, you know. And I was thinking, you know, and he goes back.
I love in The Simpsons when Homer's like, asked God to,
yeah.
can you just like turn back time? He's like, no, Homer, come on, I can't, you're asking me to turn back time. Superman did it. Oh, that's the last time I'm letting anybody use that on me.
Yeah. That's a very iconic moment of The Simpsons to me. But yeah, so Superman goes back to kind of present day DC continuity, but I would imagine that he'd still, like, some of his powers he has to like physically develop over just time, like they'll come to him in time. But I figured maybe some of his powers he'd just kind of remember how to do them now, since he'd already learned how to do them in the future.
Right.
So
Wait, where did you go, Tim? I thought I was following you up to this.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a dead end cliff.
Oh, okay.
So, and with this concept, we could experiment and give Superman like a few new superpowers, of which he hasn't really had new superpowers in a long time.
Was there a cookbook over on that cliff?
A cookbook.
Sometimes I forget to actually look at the things I'm picking up, so I may have picked up a cookbook.
Okay, it was
and not.
right here, right?
Okay, yeah, so I definitely picked it up. Yeah,
you picked up the cookbook.
Right.
Yeah, there's cookbooks.
So there is crafting in this game, and the crafting system is like you gather a variety of recipes from a variety of places, and there are things like you can craft like boluses that'll cure different ailments. You can get cured meat that temporarily give you buffs. You can do fire pots, holy pots, pots of lightning, pots of poop. You know,
pots of poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're poison. They do poison damage.
Oh, okay.
Or you can do something like I wonder if I can just use it.
Just to show it.
When you said craft at first, I think you meant like a craft noodle kind of.
Like Kraft mac and cheese.
Kraft mac, yeah. Oh, that was cool.
Like, yeah, there's like a variety of different, like you can straight up there's like perfumers, like the alchemists that would make perfume. They were weaponized in the Shattering, or in the War of Shattering, and they were used to make chemical weapons essentially.
Oh damn.
And there's an area later in the game where you actually see emetic corpse wax used to seal doorways to prevent the chemical weapons from getting in.
Cool.
Kind of wild.
Yeah, it is.
See, Tim, that's why I play these games with him, because he knows what's going on.
Now, this, you'll notice this thing has antlers.
Yeah, it looks like it
one of their
come
gods.
Alive and try and kill me, but
okay.
But it is dead.
Oh, okay, this is actually dead. I definitely just assumed it was going to get up when I got close to it.
Now, did it look?
It's got a message right on its ass.
As a result of the greater will being
Could
pissed
this
at
be a hole?
Nocron for all of their sins against man, they just killed their fucking gods, buried their city, and kind of said fuck off.
Did
that
supposedly a map fragment around here? Do you have your map unlocked?
Oh, I totally just picked it up. Yeah.
Oh.
Perfect. Awesome.
So that pulls up this, and this is like this is below ground. That's above ground. So there's like a separate map entirely for
that's
this.
kind of Zelda-like to
yeah, a little bit.
All the dungeon maps and stuff like that. That's cool.
There's a lot of like smaller. Did you go back down the stairs?
Oh yeah, I went back down the stairs. There's something that happens out there once we activate all these.
Sure. I assume there's
Braziers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Braziers.
Oh yeah, Braziers.
Take all of that brazier, my dear. It's very white.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like I thought, like It's been a long time since somebody's like tried to give Superman like innovative new superpowers. I feel like,
right?
They're just like either like he just blows up or some like it's not like very inventive.
Yeah, no, because they keep trying to give him more powers, but then they're never cool or they're never interesting.
Yeah, they have a heart, but
his new power is that he can lose his power for a temporary amount of time.
Yeah, right. That's the
like that's a great idea.
Kind of stupid. I mean, I like it in premise as like a spirit bomb type Hail Mary attack on Superman's part.
It's just that there's so many other ways you could weaken him already. It's like it feels like arbitrary to just find another way to strip his powers away.
Right.
Oh, but, yeah, those things are. I guess we'll just stay away from those.
All right. I'll do that since it just killed you instantly.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was just doing a lot of.
I don't know if you noticed Tim's name, but it's Mantis Toboggan.
It is Mantis Toboggan. Oh, sweet.
Which actually, in Bloodborne, Tim, that was his name as well, but only in the last last episode of our stream did we notice that it was spelled wrong the whole time.
Really?
So it was Mantis Toboggan.
Well, it's not a very common name to try to spell,
No.
So
but it made it funnier, I think.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Should I wait over here, or do you want me to backtrack to resummon you?
I think there is a stupid as shit item called Oracle Bubbles. It's a spell where you spray bubbles. And I think I missed you getting that. I'm going to just quick verify its location. Because if on single player, you have your horse. And your horse
that is true.
Fun as fuck to ride around on.
So is this... Oh, okay, that's just the one we already had.
Okay, I did definitely, Alright, so
yeah,
what
this
you're
is
gonna
cool.
do is I guess we can...
It's like a magic
it jumps too, that's cool.
Yep. And you can ride, like, these giant gusts of wind, like, up, like, entire mountainsides that'll, like, if you jump at the right time, it'll, like, shoot you up, like, a whole mountain.
Alright, I put my sign down. We'll just backtrack real quick. Since we're backtracking, we won't have to deal with those stupid clay fuckers.
Huh?
Oh, I did just rest at the.
Yeah, I meant because like we're going from behind.
Oh, because we're going a different direction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Starting from the second grace and working backwards.
Cool.
But I was just thinking with some extensions of like the powers that he already has. I mean, it makes sense that he could over time kind of project really any sort of element from his eyes or mouth. I assume he could shoot lightning from his eyes at some point.
That'd be cool.
I assume that he has the ice breath, but I'd like to visualize him being able to breathe sort of any sort of gas out of his mouth that he wanted.
Oh, like mustard gas?
Well, maybe not something... Well, I was thinking of like almost like a green sort of poisonous fume at first, but then I'm like, Superman wouldn't be trying to poison anybody, but maybe if it's a...
Zack Snyder's Superman would try and poison
Well,
people.
yes, he would. But maybe it's just a gas.
Crab. I guess we just run from the crab.
Oh, shit.
It's a gas he could do, though, that could perhaps just kind of like fog up the room like Batman smoke bombs does.
Oh, sure.
Maybe even like kind of get in the eyes.
Just make it be harder to see him.
Yeah, it actually gets in the eyes, in a sort of way like mustard gas, and like tears up human, opponents.
Oh, wait, is this one of the things that... Did we just run by this before?
Yeah, if you want to loot that.
Never mind, that is not.
Oh, yeah, those are really fucking confusing, but I looked into the lore. They're eternally burning candles so that you can read the hieroglyphs on them even in the eternal night of Nokron.
Oh, okay.
They have a lot of, their flames almost burn with like a ghostly white to them.
Interesting.
But the main power, a new power I thought of that I think is just kind of cool and brings back a kind of nostalgic concept of Superman is you remember the red and blue Supermans.
Yeah, where he like splits and it's like he splits in two and then.
Well, so this is why, and then I, was thinking of also in Superman 2 how he like throws the S off his cape or whatever.
Oh yeah,
like,
that cellophane like.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't. I mean, maybe one day if somebody wants to use that in there.
That is still one of the most confusing moments in any. Tim, have you ever seen like that 1980 like Superman 2? You know that the Christopher Reeve Superman. Budding Horn.
Yeah.
There's a scene where he just like pulls the fabric of the S off his chest and throws it at a guy, and it just like wraps him, and then like he falls to the ground, and then it disappears, and he gets up, and he didn't really do anything to the guy, and then they just kind of move on.
That's funny as shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, but for a second, I remember his cape.
God,
and
this
then
makes me nervous.
I thought
you can just fall down to here. Oh, that works too. You made it.
I thought how kind of cool it would be to kind of make his cape almost like another character, where if Superman's like fighting a foe that he could use an extra hand with and no other superheroes around, like if he threw off his red cape and the red cape kind of turned into Red Superman.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then it's
that'd be cool.
Like his face rises out of the yellow S or whatever, or something like that, and just takes a solid form, and they both just can beat the fuck out of this guy.
That'd be cool. Double team.
Exactly. But I've thought about a lot of stuff with the cape, that like the cape is kind of underused. I wrote one short story with Superman at Hamlin where I had him pull off the cape and it acted like a magic carpet, and it just kind of levitated above him and this human teenage girl he was talking to who wanted shade. So he's like, I can provide you shade. And he just throws the cape off and it kind of blocks out the sun for her, in that way.
Okay. So here's another little thing, too, just for, like, if you want to get into these games. These red splotches on the floor.
Yeah.
These will show you a ghost of how somebody died. So you can look at these. Well, that person just fell off. So it gives you an idea of what not to do.
Oh, that's interesting. That's cool.
Did you get anything from that?
Oracle Bubbles, yes, I did.
Yep. Alright, now jump down to here and get whatever the fuck's on this corpse. And that's
Is it just right down?
Yep, just,
Silver pickled fowl foot. Alright.
Okay.
I don't know what that does, but they got the bubble thing, too.
Even know. Now we just run past all these guys. They're stupid slow because they're made of clay.
Oh, okay.
Stupid clay-made fucks.
And then just to demonstrate, Pillars of Bloody Briars.
Oh, that was cool.
They don't really do anything to these guys because they don't have.
Oh shit! Whew.
That little swarm of bubbles is what you just picked up.
Huh.
So now I have that spell. I have to learn how to. I have to like do other things to actually use it, but.
Yeah, I think there's like you have to have a certain amount of intellect or whatever.
Yeah, I have to put more points in intellect. Because also in these games, there's always been magic systems in each game. They work a little bit differently in each one. I've basically just made myself like a tank character in all the Dark Souls, and Tim's been the mage. But since I'm doing like a Castlevania kind of thing, I'm more of like a paladin, I guess, this time.
I guess I should have had you in the round table hold. There's a vendor that sells different fire spells.
Oh, I thought I talked to everybody I could, but
yeah, it's the dude with the blindfold over his eye.
Okay, I think I saw him. I think I noticed that he had stuff for sale. I just don't think I looked at his shop.
Yeah, there's like Fire Blast, Fire Sling, and then a couple of low-level healing spells.
Okay.
But the nice thing about Belmont's is that they have a lot of vampire killing shit, and that counts as holy magic.
True.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yep.
There aren't like any vampire type foes in this game, really, are there?
Well, I guess I don't know. Tim, are there like straight up any vampires in this? Because there were vampires in. I'm trying to remember. Was it Dark Souls 1 that had the cat? Which Dark Souls had the castle like as like that separate area that you went to that had all the vampires? I can't remember which game that was now.
I can't remember either. God,
It was one. It was one of the 3 Dark Souls games, but there was like a straight up whole other like kind of mini world that you could go to that was like a
that
straight
might
up
have been
like.
the second one because
Is
that
that
one
is
had
that
all the
too?
different. It had like the molten, the frost, and the poison.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I do think yes. I think that was Dark Souls 2 had the vampires. Those are pretty cool. Those are pretty sweet. So yeah, I guess I don't know if they are here. Tim might not tell me. He might not say it until we get to
I
it.
think blood magic is a little less traditional in this one, in that like there's like blood witches, and there's like priests of blood and stuff.
Huh.
Nice. Oh, guy coming up right behind you.
He was
With
just
this little bitch in the
bleeding
face.
through my shield.
Nice. Oh god. Where do these fucking keep coming from?
Yeah, I just rewatched every episode of Something with Olive.
Oh, nice. That's a great show, man. It's a great show. Me and Tim quote that quite regularly on the stream.
You need to do a backflip right now.
Were you trying to kill those boars, or
Yeah, but the boars are really fast, so like,
it's not that worth it?
yeah, not that worth it. I got bored.
Jesus Christ.
Now, the fun thing about this game is that, like, I think the best thing is that you can just approach a fight in a variety of ways. You can whip out your lightning. You can start whipping fire at it, and there's different kinds of fire. There's molten, like you shooting lava. There's just regular flames. There's flames infused with the power of death. There's flames that are made of frost.
Oh, damn.
Whoop.
Nice. The
Yeah,
lightning
Tim
one
is
is really fun.
much more powerful than me.
If you use lightning in water, it conducts into the water and does like an area of effect damage.
Yeah, that's also a thing too. Whereas if it happens to be raining when you're exploring the world, lightning also does more damage to the enemies just because of the like. There's actually some interesting environment things like that'll happen.
That's cool.
Oh damn, that's like way fucking up there. Yeah, I love the architecture of this whole place.
Oh yeah.
This is just like kind of a relatively not that big early game like area.
Mm-hmm.
Time to use the baby skull.
Which just creates this field of
like spirit flames.
yeah. And if you double tap,
Just a thumbs up.
yeah, there's like a bunch of different like taunts and like kind of things that you can have the character do, and you unlock them too by like sometimes doing things or talking to certain NPCs in the game. And at least in like Dark Souls, you can actually like open up like secret passageways by using a certain like motion or like taunt.
There are a couple of those in this one too.
Are there? Okay.
If you, I'm gonna put on a weird head for a second.
Put on that weird head, man. See what this weird head looks like. Okay, that's weird.
So there's a variety of these different ones, and then if you use this, it's called erudite or erudition. Your head glows. When you use this one, it unlocks certain paths and like certain like wizard towers and stuff that are sealed by sorcery.
Oh, that's cool.
Like that's such a like I would never figure that out on my own.
There's like a hint in the tower that's just like erudition guides the way.
I also look like that Tim looks like a four-faced angel out of the Bible.
Yeah,
Be
like one
not
of those
afraid.
crazy. It's funny how the Bayonetta has like the most accurate like depiction of angels, and like, oh my god,
shit.
Well, that was damn.
Yeah, well that's the kind of shit that just happens.
There, yeah. Shit.
Those
And it got Tim
will-o-wisps are
earlier, too.
not fucking playing.
No, they're really not.
What is that room?
I have no idea. Looked like some like a laboratory, like a old school like.
I also didn't know if it was like an astrolabe kind of thing up in the.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's an astrolabe. The fucking currently we're just in Limgrave exploring, and there's
Basically
an
the
elevator
opening
down to
area.
this area. Limgrave is fucking massive, but Liurnia is the land of the
That's not
Carian
bad.
sorcerers. They're like they have their own royalty. They have the queen that's like Renala, the sorceress of the full moon. She like invented a new type of sorcery that utilizes lunar magic. And she was so powerful that even though she wasn't royalty, she just became the queen.
Sure.
And there's just like the fucking land of sorcery has so many different unique approaches to magic. Oh, hey, it's a dog. I'll leave
That's
it
a
be.
turtle.
Nah, everyone leaves signs that say dog ahead or is this dog?
Oh, I see.
And so it's like because there are dogs in this game,
It's that
and so
fucking
there's
one
like
that got me.
words to describe. Like messages are cobbled together out of like strings of pre-approved faces. So because there's fingers in this game, there's like fingers, or you can say butthole. So there's a lot of messages that say finger butthole.
Nice.
See, where are my souls or my runes?
But people always
Almost got
find
your soul sucked.
your souls.
We were just
Should be
making
over
that.
here.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. We were just making that joke before we started the stream.
Yeah.
He's about to get his soul sucked. I want that to be once I have a computer.
Absolutely.
Anytime somebody subscribes, I want that to be like the sound effect.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a big arrow.
Archer,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Shit.
Ooh,
I forgot
damn.
that I
This thing sticking out of you is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
It's like a parody version of Boromir's death or whatever.
Whoa. Oh. Did they get you? No? Okay.
almost, but not quite.
See, I got one of these fuckers.
No, I do pistol whip these bitches in the face.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty satisfying to just whip people.
Yeah.
And
And
each
like,
of the weapons has like unique spells attached to it. Like this is this is a wing from like this fucking alien that was sent by the Greater Will to invade this city. A Stell of the Fallen Star. And
yeah, I forgot that there's like some alien shit in
you
this
can
too.
like summon
weird.
some of the stars that are from the sky.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's badass. The whips in this game though, like that, because that wasn't really in the other Souls games before. Just having that as a weapon option,
Yeah.
but it really makes me want From Software to be the studio that does a Castlevania game.
Oh, yeah.
I think if they were able to apply this kind of, I'd say
That's
more
cool.
Sekiro-like than like any of the other ones.
Oh, sure.
More single player, because Sekiro is the only one that has Sekiro has cutscenes.
Yeah.
And a really straightforward story.
Oh.
Like Sekiro just actually has a story that unfolds for you over the course of the game. It doesn't make you piece everything together yourself. Though there is also stuff to piece together yourself in addition to the main story. But I think a Castlevania game that kind of in the vein of Sekiro. Not it doesn't necessarily have to be that hard, but it definitely. I just think that would be so cool.
Oh,
Now, if
Maybe
you look
the
over
studio.
towards this
Whoop,
direction,
they're
you'll
getting
notice
ya.
these giant stone pillars. Now, what's that evocative of? God, it's evocative of getting my ass whooped.
Yeah, I'll take a look as soon as I can.
In fact, it's pissing me off. Yeah.
Fucking Ghostbusters. Whoop.
Did you know that scene was? I saw Ghostbusters on TV once.
They cut out of the
past
TV
couple
version?
years. Yeah, they cut out that punchline, and it's that's what that whole scene is building up to is that punchline.
Right,
and
right.
If
So
you
it's
remove
like
that, you make that scene just
I had a mini heart attack there. I thought I fell off a cliff and died for a second. Because, well, I can't tell you how many fucking deaths in, like, especially the first Dark Souls were just from falling off things.
Right.
At some point, we both talked about it, but we want to do, like, a compilation video of, like, all of our deaths throughout these games and do, like, a big...
That'd be hilarious. That'd be long.
That would be long. I guess it might make the most sense to do, like, a one per game kind of thing. Like, one video per game.
That's a good idea.
But, yeah, there's in particular, there's been just a lot of deaths that are just, like, us doing stupid things. Yeah.
It happens when playing a video game.
Well, when playing a game that's so, like, it basically requires precision to, like...
It accentuates the clumsy.
God damn it. Ooh, that was most of my health. Fucking.
Never seen vampires be good at archery.
That is a new one. Oh, and that one's coming at you from back there. Yeah, watch out, there's one firing up. Alright. He's just laughing at the arrow sticking out of my foot.
Sticking out of your, well, I think it was sticking out of your ass.
Oh shit, they got you. Well, I'm gonna run away then. Oh god, leave me alone. Fuck you. Oh, come on. They just kind of fade into existence, too, when you get close to them.
To getting you, so.
They are committed to getting me. I'm committed to getting away. Looks like... Oh, fucking hell.
Damn. So you took your mind off the ball there.
I did, I got distracted. There's some sort of structure over here. I'm just going to hope that there's a site of grace nearby. Yes, there it is. Cool.
But the somewhat more fleshed out Superman story I was kind of thinking of on the way up here kind of goes back to when you guys were looking at hieroglyphics.
Oh, yeah.
And I had this idea of, like, what if at some point either Wonder Woman was looking at, like, ancient Greek kind of sculptures or, you know, or fucking Hawkman was looking at ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Oh, by the way, Tim, I'm at the Worshipper's Woods site of grace. I made it over to that one.
And one of these two characters, they discover a prophecy of the future where a sun god, not any of the sun gods they know of in that mythology, but an unidentified one, that happens to look a lot like Superman, is...
Like Ash, almost, in the Necronomicon.
Right. And then a moon god that looks a lot like Batman. And it basically prophesizes that only one of them can exist in the future, or else, like, existence will crumble or something.
Okay.
Like, along those lines. So, a more almost, like, natural kind of tipping the characters into a, you know... The Superman-Batman battles are usually kind of forced, you know? I feel like in comic book storylines, there's not good reason for it.
Yeah.
But I like this idea of Diana or Carter coming across this prophecy and...
Whoa, shit. Whoa.
And bringing this to Superman and Batman, and both of them just being very resistant to that. You're like, well, we're not going to kill each other. That's ridiculous. Like, that's just not going to happen, but have this storyline kind of sort of slowly, naturally...
build up to a conflict.
Yeah.
Something that actually makes sense.
Yes.
Not like Batman versus Superman.
No.
Great, which is the sad thing about that movie being so nonsensical is that it's like adapting like a quarter of a story that it does make sense for them to fight in.
Yeah, right.
But it's only adapting like this weird small piece of it and then mixing it with so many other things.
That was such a stupid execution of that. But But yeah, perhaps there are these other elements within the prophecy as well, not just that, that
Right.
all start coming true. And then Superman and Batman start to worry, and they're like, "Oh, this is starting to come true. This is like,
It's not good.
yeah." And and like Batman, they're both they go about once it starts becoming like this is more of an inevitability. Like they start going into kind of magical directions to try and hold off this future as long as possible. Like
Sure.
Batman goes into hell at one point and goes to a demon who.
As he does. I mean, that's what I expect from him.
Well, like part of the prophecy says that a demon.
Is it Etrigan?
Well, if a demon gave its blessing, which I thought was just an ironic mix of notions. Then to Batman,
blessing.
then it would hold off the prophecy or the future for another couple of years.
Sure.
So then, at first he just seeks out Etrigan, on Earth.
That is serious.
So he's like, well, a demon gives his blessing or whatever.
Right.
But
it's like I know a demon.
Yeah, and he goes, but for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe in the prophecy it's supposed to be a specific demon or what, and Etrigan tries to do it, but he's like, I'm sorry, Batman, I can't do it. It's gonna have to be.
Do you have a rhyme in mind for him?
No, not yet. No. But he's basically it's gonna have to be a devil you don't know, and so then Batman goes into hell, seeking out one of the various canon demons, DC or whatever, and
there's a million of those.
Yeah, and perhaps the Bat family is with it. Well, I mean, I just pictured him going to this demon that is obviously wants Batman's soul or whatever, wants to corrupt him in some way, and this demon says, like, basically, like, yeah, I'll give you my blessing if you,
suck my dick.
No, he's like, if you beat,
what's this little ring thing on over here, Tim? Does this matter? Looks like a big glory hole.
Big glory. Just a mythical glory hole. But yeah, this demon.
You're still there, right? Just making sure.
Oh, Tim?
I just hadn't heard you in a while.
Oh my God! I've been talking for so long. Oh my God!
You've been on mute for a while.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, dude.
He does say he did it to himself.
but
it happens from time to time.
But yeah, this demon says, like, I'll give you my blessing if you beat Tim Drake in front of your other children to a bloody pulp or something like that.
Jesus Christ. Just like do the worst thing that you would never do.
Yeah, like
rats.
Like he's not even asking Batman to kill him, but just to hurt his son.
Right, just to hurt his own
in
child.
a profound way.
Damn, that fireworks shit really works. It's much cooler when you do it versus like Jubilee.
God, I love this sword. This is my first time using this sword a lot, and holy crap, is it fun. Because it's got this as just the strong attack.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like shooting like blasts, like energy blasts as you. That's pretty badass.
Blast your face.
The magic
blast
of the
your
stars.
face.
That's one. There's like the moon. Oh shit! This is an actual player.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Game time. Let's put our serious faces on.
I'm gonna try to
getting invaded.
Okay, we're actually gonna run away from this area because he's at an advantage whenever we're by enemies.
Right. So let's go back where
they don't attack him.
Right. Are those deer like rolling in like balls across the land? Is that what's happening?
Metroid style.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what they look like. It literally looks like the deer just like wrapped into a ball and started rolling around. Oh shit. Oof. This seems like someone that's a decently high level. I don't think we've actually beaten a player that's invaded us yet in this one. Many times in the other ones, but it usually takes us getting to a certain...
Do you have any healing left?
Yes, I still have full healing items.
Oh shit, he just popped something. I don't know what it is.
Popping pills.
Popping and locking.
He's popping and locking.
He's a jumpy bastard.
Yeah, you pretty much gotta be. Oh shit, we almost got him. Oh, fuck you. Oh.
Shit, I'm out of magic.
Well.
He's good at dodging.
You kinda, I think it's like a necessity.
Yep.
This is always the hardest part of these games, is the other players coming in and fucking with you, because you can't turn that off.
Oh.
Right, like...
this is another player.
This is another player that has invaded our game to kill us.
I'm dead. Shit.
Alright, well, I'm gonna die too then.
So I'll join it.
It didn't help that he came at us like when
you
I
know
was
what I
low
can
on
do, though?
all the flasks.
Not let them have satisfaction.
Just jumped in there. That worked out, huh?
It robs them of the satisfaction of getting to do it themselves.
Wow.
And I think that is that's a pretty good...
Like when the children would off themselves with poison when the tower is being sieged or whatever, you know.
Like in just medieval, in general in medieval times.
Yeah. Not like today or anything like that.
Now, sometimes we kill invaders. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just not that time.
It usually takes until I'm a little more powerful in each game before we're able to... Because Tim is... so when Tim comes...
But it cuts my health into like a third when I join.
Yeah, because it basically is bringing him down to match the difficulty level that my character is still at.
I see.
So that way he can't just, like, do everything and just steamroll the entire game. Granted, I still kind of feel like you're able to steamroll a lot of it, but not when another player gets involved.
Yeah, we almost had him, too. Like,
that's true. We got him close multiple times.
If I had full magic, it would have been game over for that little shithead.
And then, let's see, where are my fucking runes?
What if it was Tim's 14-year-old cousin or a nephew? That was...
No, he
I feel like he'd have
went
recognized
7 times and said he got
7 times?
Yeah, I was
Holy
like, Jesus,
shit.
that's a bit much.
Yeah, I missed when I was a teenager who could play video games that much.
Where the fuck... Where did I jump off? Is that further up? I feel like we were further back, weren't we, when I jumped off the cliff?
Oh, I forgot about the death shuttle.
The death shuttle?
Death chortle?
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, I guess we were... Oh, no, we were up here. No, totally, we were up here. The really annoying thing with in the other games, so far it hasn't happened in this one, but it wouldn't be like totally uncommon for us to get killed and invaded by the same player over and over again, back to back to back to back.
Oh, sure.
And then sometimes we would have to straight up just give up and do a different area in the game because this one player just would. Clearly, whoever this person was would clearly just be like, they were hanging out in this area, just waiting for whatever player came over, and since we happened to be trying to do that part,
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
like the
there's
most frustrated
people
I've
will
ever got
create
playing
new
this.
characters specifically to be able to PvP in low level areas, so they
Oh.
don't level themselves up, but they'll get like a bunch of really strong shit together, so
Right.
that they can just play PvP against people that are unsuspectingly just like
Trying to like fucking have fun.
And are these just like perverts that get like a fetishistic joy out of doing that?
Ooh, he got me.
I will avenge you. Got him.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Looks like a Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Almost. God damn.
All right.
It happens though. There's a lot of that in these
I'm gonna whip
games.
out the win.
You gonna whip it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna whip out a little bit of the win so we can try to power through this area.
Because the goal is basically to finish this underground area in today's stream. Because it's not that long.
Okay.
And I have about 20 or so minutes.
Okay.
So I think we can do it. It's just light the braziers.
And then get back to that first part.
Yeah.
And go up that staircase. We can do it. I believe in us.
Me too.
Do you believe in magic?
Tim, have you watched any more of Chainsaw Man past that first episode yet?
Not yet. I'm gonna do a little bit of a viewing party with my younger brother. I think over this weekend.
How much younger?
He's only a couple years.
Oh, okay.
He's I guess technically he's 25 now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I was just gonna say there's a lot of sexual stuff that like obviously that age doesn't matter, but
I mean, and as far as animes go, it's still like
pretty tame, really.
Yeah, it's still not like that sexual, but it's.
I will tell you, there is never any nudity or actual sex ever in the show.
Right. Okay.
There's never any nudity or actual sex in it. Just dialogue that is about sex.
Oh yeah.
Or
one very
titties.
iconic line that I would like to say, but I'll wait until Tim's seen the third episode.
It's very Harrison Ford.
Yeah, exactly. Air Force One.
Yeah.
I was like, so Harrison Ford is going to be Red Hulk, huh?
Yeah, Harrison Ford is who they've recast Thunderbolt Ross to be for the MCU.
I just picture Harrison Ford with this like goofy smile on his face.
Now I'm picturing Hulk with the Red Hulk with the goofy smile.
Yeah, it's just like he's just going to be a weird character. I feel like.
Yeah.
Playing it like who was it before?
William Hurt.
William Hurt.
Because he died in the last like year.
Oh.
It was after Black Widow came out.
Oh,
that was the last thing he was in.
Oh, that I forgot. He
looked very sick in Black Widow. Even in that movie, he looked super sick, and I was like, yeah, that guy doesn't look good.
That's why I just totally thought it was him not wanting to do it anymore.
Oh yeah, no, that's because he died.
Wow, that sucks. Because I could have seen him doing like a more serious.
Yeah, well, you know what they should have done. I mean, Harrison Ford is I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for me to kind of take him seriously.
Yeah.
But they should have gotten Sam Elliott, who played Thunderbolt Ross in the Eric Bana Hulk
dude, that
movie.
would have been awesome.
Yeah,
I would.
He'd already played the character once before, so
he's very intense.
Yeah.
I mean, he totally. I wonder how old he is now because he's like got to be up there as well at this point.
Yeah, watch them recast him, and then he dies like one movie in.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like then they'll have to cast like Joe Biden or something at some point.
Well, no one would do that. You get maybe a day before he's out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get away from me.
I got rid of the fucking overpowered bullshit snipers. But now, let's just see if this'll,
I got so many of them chasing me right now.
That long arrow, it looks like a long dart in your ass.
Oh shit, okay, Tim's here. Cool.
And why do they have
Nice.
this kind of like ethereal look to them?
Oh, because
I
they're
assume
all
these are
dead, but the
ghosts.
greater will not let them die.
Ah, okay.
So it's like their
Like-
spirits are like trapped.
Okay. So I was correct.
Which is
with Ghost
probably for the
Minotaur.
best,
Yeah.
because when you die, you go into the Erd Tree, which is essentially an alien
Oh,
parasite.
did you have to?
No, I got disconnected. It said connection error. Not really sure.
It
what
must be
causes
on your
this.
end because the stream hasn't had any drops or anything.
Exactly. Go up those stairs. There should be an elevator that you can activate with those stone sword key, and then you'll notice there is a site of grace. It's called Below the Well.
Oh, is that like that's right up above the elevator, or is that
Oh
just
no,
your...
that's at the base of the elevator. So like once you unlock it, you'll kind of be able to see where it is by looking down off the edge.
Yeah, well, the elevator's down here.
Oh no, you don't take the elevator up. I think
I also
to
don't
just
have a stone
unlock
sword
the
key.
elevator. Okay.
So I
Then
cannot,
looking
unfortunately.
down towards the city, you'll see a site of grace kind of on the ground.
On this side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see it, I see it. Gotta go touch grace.
And there is a corpse lying on the stairs leading to the lift that should have had the clarifying horn charm.
I think I
Is that
picked
something
that
you
up.
grabbed?
I think so.
Okay. Alright, now you're
I'll
gonna
run
go.
back up and double check, but
I'm gonna double check at the Worshipper's Wood site of grace. There might be 2 bosses in this zone, but it could just very
are
well
there?
be the one.
so we haven't actually done a boss at all today.
Oh,
Yeah, there's for sure one really cool boss. There might be 2, depending on
Yeah,
if
no, I
it's
did get it.
accessible from this.
Let's see, how many of these braziers do we even have lit now?
We should have all of them. I saw like a message pop up.
Oh, okay. Cool. So now it's just trying to do the bosses. No, not yet. Strength, dexterity, get strength up to 20.
God damn.
Thanks.
I forgot how much I hate these stupid goddamn ghost people.
You're getting killed in your game over there.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he said
suppose I
2
can just
bald
check.
eagles.
Oh man. Off to America.
There's another 4.
Okay, there's actually a waygate. That
A waygate?
waygate is remember that little portal thing that we were kind of making fun of?
Yeah.
It's just north of the site of grace, the Worshipper's Woods. Go back to that waygate, and I think it might be active.
Oh,
now
go
that we're
like
not
the
in
one that was
multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just follow the cliff and just go back to the glory hole.
Back
yeah.
to
Go
glory
back to the
hole.
glory hole.
Alright, I'll follow the cliff. Cliff side here.
The fun thing about those stupid
Yes.
fucking ghost archers is you can pick up their stupid fucking spirit arrows.
Oh, cool.
Alright, so yeah, there is
Rats
going to
are
be 2
following me.
bosses. Go through that Worshipper Woods waygate. It'll ask if
Okay.
you want to go to another location. You just say yeah.
How did you know there were going to be 2 bosses?
I do kind of want to see if these things will fucking do that. Yeah, what the f... Yeah, they do. They're
I
just...
thought I was going to roll off like a lemming.
Oh, just roll off the cliff.
Okay, I had you take the wrong one. Alright, so fucking Christ.
What?
Now what?
It just takes you back to where we were earlier. This
Oh.
is...
I haven't seen another glory hole.
There's only been one. I mean, that's kind of a glory
There's
hole
one
there.
just south of Worshipper Woods, too. And that, God damn. There's one called East Waygate, and then there's East Waygate Waterfall.
So it's south of Worshipper's Woods.
Yeah, south of Worshipper
Okay.
Woods. It
So
looks
we'll
like it'll
jump to
be...
that one. There's fucking electric balls out here.
Yeah, big glory holes and electric balls.
Found on a pillar surrounded by large stone pricks.
Exactly.
Okay, remember that column that you were climbing to kill that archer? Just use your spirit steed to run past all of them and go up that fallen pillar towards like the pile of rubble that's at the top of it.
I'm
And there's
not
a
sure I
way
remember where
gate
that
up
is.
there. So if you go south of the site of Grace,
That is south, okay.
and then kind of in the woodsy area, just look for a big old fallen stone pillar.
Alright. Go around here so we don't alert these fucking electric jackholes. Fallen pillar, fallen pillar. Oh, I see it. Okay. So Clyde, so run up that.
Yep. If you're on your spirit steed, it should be pretty easy to just bypass that archer that's up there. And then there's going to be a way gate at the top, and you just go through that, and it brings you to the top of the waterfall that we saw earlier.
Wow, that almost killed me in one hit.
Said you did not get past that archer.
Well, I did get past
You
it.
did get past it.
It just also almost killed me. Let's stick it out on my face.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
There's another blood.
Travel to another. Okay, there we go. Ha! Couldn't get me because my animation started. Okay.
All right.
Where am I now?
Once you've gone through the way gate, my sign is on the ground.
I mean, it's just kind of set me like slightly to the left of where I was.
But you should be at the top of a cliff. Are you?
Well, your sign's there, so I'm assuming this is the right place.
Yes, it is. Congrats.
Everything feels like the top of a cliff down here. Oh shit, is that Dracula's castle?
It kind
Do we
of
go
does
in
look
that
like it.
castle at any point, or is that like just part of the background?
Yes, it's actually later. We come into a different part through a different elevator or a way gate. I kind of forget.
And that's
But
like its own
bosses up
entire
there.
level.
It's like we
That's
come
pretty
back
sick.
to that.
That's one of my favorite things about a lot of the Souls games. It's like for the most part, if you can see something, you can go there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's very little that's just part of the background, or that is just there to like, visually make the world look interesting.
That's cool.
It's like if you can see a place, you're going to be able to go there at some point.
That's awesome. Yeah, I totally think I'll get Elden Ring.
Dark Souls 2, I think, was the one exception to that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons why it's my least favorite, I think, out of all of them.
The tablet that this guy is holding is actually one of the first. It's it's not the Rosetta Stone, but it was the first world map that was found in ancient Babylon.
Oh,
really?
The Babylonian world map.
That's interesting.
There is a little scarab beetle in here with something. But we have to fight our way through these fuckers, which I think
these clay fuckers.
I'm gonna do the dumb thing.
Alright, well, let's just stay out here.
Like you're not gonna help to...
No, it'll work out in my favor if I don't.
Okay.
Well, he's trying to get away from me.
There we go.
Nice.
What did that
These
do?
guys are kind of dumb. They just kind of zombie-like, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Slow follow you. Alright.
Okay. I think... Not 100% sure. But I think there's something over here. I guess just look around for shit to pick up on the ground. If there's nothing, we just get the fuck out of here.
I got some
Because
fireflies.
these claymen... Yeah, I guess just come back over here since I.
All right. Sometimes it's you can run past enemies, although a lot of the time it ends up biting you in the ass.
Yeah.
Luckily, with those ones, they're so slow that it doesn't.
These things you always want to run after these if you can, because they'll just give you special shit.
All right, I think this is the boss right here.
Yeah. While you guys fight him, I'm just gonna eat one of my fun candies.
You go right ahead.
All right, let's get this fucker.
All right, let's do it. What's he look like? What's this fucker look like? Dragonkin Soldier.
Now,
Ooh, that looks cool.
They attempted to become dragons, and this was their punishment for their sin. To not be able to walk, or they can just crawl, and you see their stomach is ripped open.
Ooh, okay, and I'm dead.
Right underneath them.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Okay.
Instant, pretty much.
This isn't going to be fun for you guys.
Now, it's very possible that this is a boss we just come back to. Because this is, I would say more
later in the game thing.
Yeah, well, it's because it's like it's accessible now, but at the same time, it's a bitch and a half because he has a lot of movement, a lot of area of effect.
Okay. Well,
I kind of went up to the shore of the little lake he's on, and I put my sign down there, kind of next to a big old branch.
Alright, well, let me figure out how to get back over there. Oh, do I have to go through that whole thing with the gate again? And
oh no, you should have, like, your Stake of America.
Oh, I just went to the. Oh no, I went to the.
Oh yeah, then you do have to go to the Waygate again.
Alright.
If you'd like, we can save this boss for next time when we have a little bit more time to kind of bang our heads against a proverbial wall.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
because
I assume we'll just go to
the Shefra riverbank.
That's just the first one down here, right?
Yeah, I think it's the one kind of by those big old stairs. And you should now have all 8 of those little pyres lit.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Well, let's try this one because that one seems like it may be maybe a little tough for our current level. I assume that dead god is the boss though. Now it's gonna get up.
We touch his corpse to get to the boss arena. Actually.
Oh.
Actually, I should have just had you touch him because you might not be able to touch him when I'm here because it brings you to a different area.
And you might want to touch him.
There is a cool mod for PC that makes it seamless, so like you don't have to get kicked out of the game whenever somebody goes through a Waygate. It creates a continuous shared world. But that's only on PC. And that's only on PC. Modded version of it.
Right. No mods on consoles. Oh, I see a glow. There's a glow. There's a glowy little thing.
Oh, this is the boss?
Yeah, this transports us to the boss.
Oh,
can you? Oh, it does transport both. Well,
cool.
It transported you.
Oh,
Will it transport me? Yes, it will. Cool.
Hey, there we go.
Little fog fall there.
I suppose I should put on my antlers, out of respect. We touched an antler, dude.
That's true. In the presence of antlers, one must always win.
Oh, so is it is the spirit of that god?
Yes,
basically.
it's the spirit of that god, and kind of like this Fucking hell.
God damn. Ooh, okay. It's pretty badass looking though. Oh, I could just run around. It's like one of the reindeer from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I was gonna say a mix of bone and antlers.
Yeah, Santa's reindeer have really stepped up a notch.
Yeah.
They got hardcore apparently.
They did. Hey, our Santa Claus has to have hardcore reindeer.
That's true.
You could put in.
That's right. Yeah, we tried like a warrior Santa Claus. Yeah. I'll have to try that in the AI art thing. He keeps moving every time I get behind him. Ooh, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, I was running. Luckily, it's only the first time I've had to heal myself.
Yeah, warrior Santa Claus with a sword. You know?
Yeah.
Ooh, he kicks.
They kick now. Fucking hate that movie.
What's that from?
They fly now from fucking Rise of Skywalker.
No, they pretty.
Even though they've seen them fly a million fucking times, and they just needed to have a quip.
What
in the
was
scene.
it that was flying?
Just a stormtrooper.
Oh, okay. That's
They've had goddamn jetpacks since Jango Fett was the
Jango Fett. Yeah, those were good old days, dude.
Rise of Skywalker? No, it
Or
wasn't.
Clone of the War.
Clone of the Wars.
Or it's back with Clone of
Oh god.
This boss moves around so goddamn much.
Yeah, seriously, I'm having a very hard time pinning down his pattern
He's
here.
an asshole.
As is the case with many of the bosses in these games.
God, I feel like I almost have to use exclusively ranged magic, otherwise I can't pin him down.
Yeah, I think every time you do get close to him, it just takes like half your health in one hit.
Yeah.
And I don't really have any spells yet, so I feel
Yeah, Sage, what are you contributing?
not much.
Alright. Last flask of mana, let's see if I can, fuck.
God damn. So close.
Alright, out of magic, let's see what we can do.
Oh, we got him so close. So far down. Ooh, shit. Fuck you.
No.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Fuck yeah,
shit,
fuck
dude.
yeah.
Sage, you actually helped, too.
I did. I landed the killing blow. Whew,
Which,
all right.
look how much health I have left.
I know.
No
we got
magic,
that
no health.
very close.
No edge.
Hell yeah. There should
That was
be
awesome.
a site of grace in here somewhere, right?
I
Or
think
no?
it'll send you back out.
Oh, okay. It'll just send us back. Well, sweet. Look at that. We basically, aside from that, as kind of secondary boss, we basically completed this entire area in one go. And there, Michael, that is your little preview for the game if you so choose to get into it. Go run over to the site of Grace real quick, and that's the stream. Then we'll probably level up a little bit more before we do the that other one. Or I suppose we could try it again, and I'll just try and hang back more. But
yeah, you'll notice how we were able to kind of get that Guardian Spirit in one attempt. It wasn't a clean kill by any means, and I can't imagine you trying to do that on your own.
Yeah, right.
But that Dragonkin soldier just fucking... Yeah, it's another high movement fight. Because he just leaps around.
These leaping fuckers, man.
Leaping leptons.
Leaping leptons, huh?
Alright.
Well, there we go.
Get going.
Alright, man. We'll see you in a couple hours.
Yeah, I'll see you in a couple hours. You guys, stay in school, worship Jesus, have a good time.
We don't do any of those things.
And then I'm just gonna raid out just because might as well.
Yeah.